with us from Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tar Heels offense who will have the football first. Will Wilson, a quarterback that was highly sought after, and I think we're going to see why in this one. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just gets rid of that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He is a guy with a lot of upside, and they think he will be a centerpiece in this passing attack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Knight. Out wide right, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Flying down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Lacey. He's got enough. At the 45 on his way. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Keeps it, looking for the edge. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't get him to the ground. He's dropped.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Right side, it's Lacey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Trying to establish the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Driving forward, it's Lacey. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Burrowing for yardage. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
It's a draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Right at the line. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wilson will throw. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On play action. Working that left side now. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense all over him.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under pressure. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. The run inside. It's Lacey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll run it. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice game.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Moving the pocket, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone defense. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They're testing the right side here, and he could not get loose on the run.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Wilson to pass. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turning it on! He stopped short of the first down marker, and a field goal would give them the lead late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Cook. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
In traffic, it's Odom. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Right side, it's Cook. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. There he goes. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand it to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time, 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on, and down he goes.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wilson will throw. Out wide right, it's York. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front. And the running back turns into a wide receiver, makes the play. But I think they found the matchup they wanted, and they went right after it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a...
Makes a grab and room to run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Churns into the pile. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Find space, it's Lacey. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So
first down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. From the gun, it's Lacey. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. After run, now throw. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Ole Miss 20, North Carolina 16.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Wilson to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. North Carolina will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They give it to him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Powers inside. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Lacey. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run now.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The quarterback takes a knee.